It's simple. If you want to get ahead of 99% of traders in the world, you need an edge. A way to consistently win trades that isn't complicated, that can be replicated under pressure. For me, that's scalping. Making $22,382 in just 2 incredible trading days this week. Trading fast with small stops for big profits. Today, I'll teach you what I've learned in my 16 years scalping to make you a 1% trader. If that sounds good, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's make some money. When trading from good levels is everything, you've got your extreme level of resistance, your extreme level of support, and you want price to be bouncing between these levels, selling at the high, buying at the low, selling at the high, buying at the low. But you know trading isn't that easy, which is why I always show you live trades. So the first step of this scalping strategy is setting up your support and resistance levels. Here is my extreme resistance at the top, my extreme support at the bottom. But when live trading, the charts are unpredictable, so I actually have another strong level of support right here. So you're probably thinking, what the hell am I doing? I've got a level here, a level here, a level here. I'm trading from the bottom to the top, back to the bottom. What am I doing with this? Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you that's just step one. We're setting up that support and resistance on the M15 time frame. All right, so for our second step, you're coming to the M5, the M3, or the M1 time frame. We have to get our entry. Now, we had a good reaction off our resistance area right here, but it wasn't a strong enough resistance to take the trade from. So what I'm looking for is an area of supply or demand. In this case, since we're in a downtrend, we're looking for an area of supply. You could see this is my supply zone right here. Why is that my supply zone? It's because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 huge red candles there telling us that there's sellers pushing the price down at this level. This is an additional confluence to that resistance right here, and this is the area where I want to be placing my trade from. Now, if this price comes out and knocks me out of this trade, I can start looking for another position at resistance right here, but you could see my risk-reward ratio is really good with my stop loss at the top, my take profit here at the bottom. So even if price comes up right here, we'll be able to get another trade, but I think this is a great supply zone. As you can see, price starts pushing out of this supply zone almost immediately once I enter the trade. I'm at $500. Now, what makes this such a good supply zone? Why is this so valid? Well, step 4 is momentum slowing. Look at the price momentum slowing in this area. It's telling us that those sellers are starting to come back into the market and push the price down. And the next thing we have is the reaction to the zone, right? Look at all these wicks in the zone. We're getting a reaction. We're not breaking through. We're always pushing back down over and over and over again. So that is a strong supply zone. That is valid. And the next thing I'm doing is I'm always doing my Fibonacci. You know, I'm taking from the bottom of the move to the top of the move. I swing that over just like this. And you can see we're selling from our discount zone. Anything above that 50% is our discount zone right there. And that's where we're selling from. The next thing I'm looking at when I'm monitoring my active trade here, we went through our 6 steps for entry, is I'm looking at resistance levels. You could see we have a support level right here, and price broke through that level, which is exactly what I want to see. Then I'm also looking at trend lines. You could see I have a trend line forming at this level right here, and I'm thinking this is where I'm going to exit my trade, is when we get a reaction to this zone and a break of that trend line. So we get the zone reaction right there, and then we push up. I was able to exit the trade at 308.42 because I was worried about that zone, right? You could see we got a reaction off this zone here, off the zone here, and we're getting a reaction off this zone right here. So I'm watching this trade closely, and when this candle right here comes up and closes, I decide to exit the trade at that level right there, and you could see price pushes all the way up, and I would have lost a lot of money here because this was a trade that made me $4,000 once it smashed my take profit at this level right here. But this trading example was just the ranging market condition, right? If we look at this, you could see the market was ranging. The market was staying between our extreme support level, our extreme resistance level, and our minor support level. But what happens when the market is trending? How do you scalp in those conditions? I'm going to show you in this next trade. Don't miss it. Now, before I teach you how to use this scalping strategy in trending markets, look at the $22,000 I made in 2 days on a live trading account right here. We'll scroll all the way down. I won 4 out of 5 trades placed in just 2 days using this strategy, so you know it really, really works. And if we go to my back test here, I had an 87.62% win rate over 105 trades. I back tested the hell out of this thing. I'm telling you, it really works. So just like in ranging markets, look, we're setting up our support and resistance, but we just have a level of support here that turned to resistance, right? We were respecting the level right here, respecting the level right here. Then we broke through the level and we retested it and price started pushing down. So that's telling us we're continuing with this trend and we want to sell. All right, step 2, we're on that M1 time frame. You could see this was our level right here, right? That was the support turned resistance. Price broke through that level, pushed up, tested that level. Some crazy people would take that trade right away, but I'm winning over 80% of my trades in VIP this month because I'm mapping out supply zones, right? I got the reaction right here, but then I want to see a supply zone. I've got an awesome supply zone right here. You could see price pushed down aggressively, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles in a row, and overall just a really strong push on the M1 time frame here. So at this point, I'm into my trading position. You could see I'm already up about $400 right here. And why was this supply zone so good, right? Step 3 was the supply zone. Step 4, right? We had momentum slowing, right? There's that momentum slowing. Step 5, we had a reaction to the zone. Look, we just wicked right into the zone and we shot out of it. That's what I'm calling a solid reaction. That's what you want to see on a supply zone. Now, still just at a few $100 in profit. And the third thing I was looking at is my Fibo retracement, right? If we drag it from the bottom to the top of the move right here and we pull that over, what do we have? We have the price in our discounted zone. Everything above that 50 is the discounted price. That means we are selling high, we are buying low. That's exactly what you're doing. You see that huge push down just brought us to about $1,700 in profit, which is really, really strong. Now, I was watching this trade live. I was trying to decide where I wanted to exit the trade. And once we pushed all the way down right here, I pulled my take profit to a level right about here. So this area right here was my take profit. Ideally, I wanted the price to continue pushing down, but I felt like this was my last line of defense right here. This was my area of resistance, right? If price was to respect that level, I was okay. But if price broke through that level, then I would have been out of the trade and I would have took the $2,000, or I think about $1,800 was this position right here. I did have some bigger trades, but I felt like these were the best trades to show you because I could show you the ranging markets, I could show you the trending markets, and as you could see right here, we got a double bottom pattern and we're out of this position for a win of about $1,800. Now, if you want to scalp like this, you have to use the best broker in the business, Fintura, because the spreads are tight. And if you don't have tight spreads, you can't trade like this. You'll just only lose these trades. So if you want to start trading today, click the link in the description to Fintura. Registration is free. You've probably seen enough of me already this week, so I'm going to get through this one as fast as possible. You can see I had a level of resistance right here. I had my extreme support level right here and my extreme resistance level right here. This is all on the M15 time frame. Now I come down to that M5 time frame. You can see my extreme resistance right here. I have my other resistance level right here, and I have my extreme support down here, right? Now it was too difficult to get an order from here, too difficult to get an order from here, so I am looking for that supply zone. You could see we get a supply zone created at this level right here. We get 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles in a row, a pretty decent push right here. We get the slow and momentum right here. We get reactions in the zone right there. At that point, I am into the trade and I'm already up about $1,000 as soon as I enter this position. It was a strong supply zone. Now, this trade I stayed in for a very, very long time, right? This thing started off as a scalp. You could see my stop loss is right here. It was only about 4 or 5 pips. But as the price started to push down, I left the computer. I decided I'm going to bed. And you can see it was just a fantastic position. I was I had a take profit down here for nearly $8,000, and my risk reward on this was about 1 to 8. So if I was going to lose this trade once I got into profit, I didn't really care. Now, obviously, I could have exited the trade earlier, right? I could have exited the trade at this level right here. That would have been a very, very nice trade, but I stuck with this position. I figured, you know, at this point, I would only lose like about $1,000 to make $8,000 with a risk reward ratio like that. You can take some risks, right? I lose the trade, big deal. I lose $1,000. I win the trade, I make $8,000, right? This is just a very, very easy thing to do. But you can see price was consolidating, but I had my extreme level of support, right? I figured price might come down to this extreme level of support. It came down to this level before, so why not? I was really, really frustrated when I saw that push up. You can see we had a level of support right there, and we got that reaction. Once I got that, I was a little bit scared, but I still stuck with this trade and smashed the take profit right there for $8,000. And then what happened? I got a huge reaction off of my extreme support. That's why we trade from those extreme levels, baby. Now, this is obviously a fantastic scalping strategy. If you want to see more trades, comment, tell me you want to see more trades. There was 2 or 3 more trades that I did this week. I just didn't want to bore you. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're doing over 80% VIP this month. It's amazing. Join VIP. Watch this video right here. Watch this video right here, and I'll be back next week. Much love.